Hello guys, in this video we are diving into how to use embedding concept with Microsoft Extension AI SDK. First we will start by understanding what embeddings are and why they are so important. Then we will move on to writing a sample program, how to use embedding using a LLAMA model and Azure OpenAI models. By end of this video, we will have a clear understanding of embeddings and how to implement them in our .NET application. Let's get started. What are the embeddings? Embeddings are a dense numerical vector that represent of data like text, sentence, or even entire documents in a format that machine can process. They are designed to capture the relation between data points. For instance, the sentence, how can I reset my password and how I forget my login details, have embeddings that are closer together compared to what is weather today. So this reflects the semantic similarity and it's what makes embedding so powerful. They allow AI system to understand the meaning and context. I don't want to go in detail about this embedding concept. Just I want to highlight only the what are the embeddings and what is the purpose and with example and key features. So let's move on to our Visual Studio. We write a simple example how to implement this embedding concept using Microsoft Extension AI SDK. In Visual Studio, I have created a console project called Embedding Sample and set up some basic code to get the application running. First, I define the enum. It stores the model name. So in this video, we focus on two models, LLAMA and Azure OpenAI, that define in the enum. In the main code, I have implemented the loop that prompts the user to select the model from the console. Based on the selected model, I pass this model information to get embedding generator function. This function return the model. So based on the model, I pass the user message to this generator async function. So this function convert our message into this embedding array. So here I'm going to focus on the main function get embedding generator. So here we pass the model information. Based on the model, we going to call the corresponding model embedding object. First, we implement this LLAMA model. To implement the LLAMA model, make sure you have installed the Microsoft Extension AI LLAMA. Next, here we have to write the code. So return new Ollama embedding generator. So this class we have to use. The first argument is the endpoint, whether your local endpoint or network endpoint, whatever it is. First, you have to pass this endpoint here. Second argument, we have to pass the model ID. So which model we are going to use? Llama supporting three type of embedding model. First one is MX by embedded large. This is a big model in the Llama. Second one is nomic embedded text. And finally, all mini LM. So which model you installed in your PC, based on that you can pass this model information to this second argument. So this is my local connection and I use this MX by embed large, this model. So here I'm just returning if user selected this llama model, then this function get invoked and this function return llama object. So once we get the object and we call this generated async API. So this API call corresponding model to convert user input to this embedding array. So in this case, llama model get called and is converted to the embedding array. So that information we print in the screen. So we first will run this application and see the output. Please select the model to use. I selected a one. Please enter the message. Make it simple. Hi. And this is hi message convert to this embedding array, this one. So this is an example of a llama model. Next, we implement this Azure OpenAI. To implement Azure OpenAI embedding model, first we have to install the corresponding NuGet package. So this one is Azure AI.OpenAI, this one, and another one for Microsoft Extension AI.OpenAI. These two package has to be installed to implement Azure OpenAI embedding concept. So go to our main program.cs. So here I'm going to write the code to implement Azure OpenAI concept. For that, return new of Azure OpenAI client. The first argument we have to pass the URI. I'm using this GitHub model only. So I have to pass this model inference a azure.com. The next argument I have to pass this Azure credential here. So that I am read from my system environment variable. So var key equal to environment dot get environment variable, and environment variable is GitHub token, and this available in the user environment. So pass this also, and here I pass my key. After that, we have to call as embedding generator. So this function convert our Azure OpenAI client embedding object into this corresponding interface embedding generator. How we did for a chat application, we call as chat client. So the same way we have to call as embedding generated function as embedding generator. Here we have to pass the model ID, which model we are going to use for embedding. Like same like Ollama, there are different kind of model available in Azure OpenAI. So we have to specify what type of embedding model we are going to connect. So here I'm going to use text embedding 3 large model, so that I passed and return the object. So once written, here we get the object, and we call this generator async API to pass the user information. So if you selected Azure OpenAI client, so Azure OpenAI client model text embedding 3 large model called by this generator async API function. So we quickly run this application and see the output. So start the application. This time I select to Azure OpenAI and send the same message, hi. It's get generated embedding arrays. So this is a simple example to understand how to implement embedding concept using Microsoft Extension AI SDK.